Imagine this. A black entrepreneur dares to buy into an elite, all-white suburb, only to unleash a storm of bigotry that questions whether America's dream neighborhoods are bastions of equality or echo chambers of hate. My tale will divide. Some will cheer the takedown. Others decry it as reverse racism. But truth cuts deep. I'm Jamal Harris. Years of blood, sweat, and code in my tech firm paid off with a sleek two-story gem in Brookside Estates, a gated enclave of emerald lawns and unspoken rules. It was unapologetically white, the sort where my presence alone raised eyebrows. I didn't come for drama. I sought refuge for my son Tyler, a 16-year-old genius who codes apps and flies drones with surgical skill. The backyard clinched it, a luxurious in-ground pool with sapphire tiles and a cascading fountain. I dreamed of grill-outs, Tyler cannonballing with pals, me drifting stress-free. Sanctuaries demand safeguards, though. I enlisted my pal Chris Lee, a carpentry wizard, to erect an 8-foot cedar privacy wall. We toiled meticulously, logging surveys, approvals, timed snapshots. Completed, it radiated strength, cocooning our haven from prying eyes. Bliss imploded one tranquil dawn. Tyler shook me awake, eyes wide. "Dad, it's insane." From his vantage, he spied neighbor Linda Beaumont, peroxide blonde in her late 50s, sporting a teal swimsuit, work gloves, and aviators, brandishing a snarling chainsaw, eviscerating our fence. Her son Brandon, a gaunt 20-year-old with a perpetual sneer, punted debris like refuse. A frosty latte from the local cafe lounged beside them, turning felony into leisure. Tyler stayed cool. He deployed his drone, stealthily orbiting, snagging ultra-sharp visuals. Linda's ruthless swings, Brandon's brute force, her indifferent swig. I barreled outside in boxers and a tank, pulse thundering. "Are you deranged?" "That's my land." Linda idled the saw, grinning smugly. "It's clogging the community path." Non-sensimi docs confirmed my boundary stretched farther. As I recorded, she punched 911, feigning terror. "Please hurry." A massive, hostile black guy's lunging at us, weapon in hand. I fear assault. Wailing sirens heralded cruisers. Deputy Harlan, Linda's apparent crony, dismissed the saw-strewn chaos and slapped cuffs on me for breach of peace as gawkers emerged. Tyler's drone overheard Linda's hiss to Brandon. "We settled this turf first. No influx of their kind fortifying. This isn't the hood." Cut loose after a degrading squad car stint, I pored over Tyler's tape. Her slurs scorched this transcended timber. It was visceral prejudice, twisting my race into a threat. Rage forged into iron will. We spliced the vid, captioned, "Neighbor butchers my fence, 6 police on innocent me," and unleashed it digitally. It ignited. Views surged to 6 figures by bedtime. Fence storm viral coast to coast. Brookside cleaved. Sympathizers slipped bouquets and whispers of Linda's HOA despotism. Loyalists hoisted back Linda banners, hailing her as a sentinel of tradition. The HOA hammered me with penalties for the blighted barrier. Outrageous victim blaming at its boldest. A call shattered the din. "Jamal?" "Isabella Torres, Equity Defense League Counsel." "That footage?" "Infuriating. We're litigating gratuitous stinks of entrenched bias." Isabella, a Latina dynamo, crushed rogue forces. Her blueprint: savage civil action versus Linda, Brandon, and HOA for wreckage, race baiting, slander, collusion. Municipal surveyor Theodore Grant materialized with blueprints. Zero path recorded. Yours dominates. She's inventing for a beeline to her daughter Sophia's pad. Reporter Nicole Vance dove in, demolishing Linda's weepy broadcast about Sophia's debilitating condition. Sophia was a robust 29-year-old spin instructor, appalled by the farce. Nicole exhumed Linda's ledger, tormenting a Hispanic clan's gazebo bid, a black duo's cookout as disruptive, plus a hushed claim from Dr. Malcolm Reed, a black physician she'd exiled via red tape. Linda emerged as a chronic discriminator, wielding authority to sanitize her domain. Counterclaims flew: inferior lumber, fictitious hounds. Chris's dossier bills, blueprints, expert essays demolished them. Interrogation was bloodbath. Isabella probed, locate this path on certified charts. Crickets. Drone sound replayed her latte lounging poise against her petrified plea. Then the murmur. Who constitutes their kind? Linda? Blacks bold enough to integrate. Isabella heaped antecedent grievances, fracturing Linda's veneer. She dissolved in authentic wails, unmasked as a venomous overlord. Brandon? Raw drone audio outed his epithets mid-clash. Cyber vigilantes bared his rebel flag fetish and extremist screeds. He forfeited his warehouse shift, college probation, virtual kin. His grilling? The bully whimpered, can't remember. A husk of his yard machismo. Hearings electrified. Felony trial. Linda nailed for demolition. Bogus alert. Bias-fueled menace hammered with steep levies. Deferred incarceration, supervision. Civil showdown. Magistrate Dawson, a resolute black jurist, scorched HOA's deliberate oversight in nurturing hostility. Awards ballooned. Barrier redo. Fortified alloy. Mid-six digits for anguish. Leadership purged. Remnants sentenced to 150 hours sensitivity drills overseen by Isabella. Linda liquidated her manor for dues, decamping to a squalid flat with Brandon, who snagged 200 hours civic toil. Mending civic enclosures. Karma's poetry. 12 months on. Triumph soured amid icy undercurrents. Residents contrived civility veiled daggers the Brookside glance. Resentment cloaked in courtesy, marking me intruder. Backers endured snubs from cliques. Tyler, school icon for his aerial expose, sensed peers chill, tainted by folks' smears. Isabella's sessions were war zones. She vivisected fossils like Edmund Pierce, brandishing logs to highlight subconscious prejudice or overt exclusion. She roared, rendering them flushed and voiceless. Dominance eroded. Brandon's penance mocked reform. Overseer Diego, a stout vet, spotted his sabotage-warped fasteners, shaky supports. Brandon dawdled, then ignited a melee at a mixed-zone green, spewing invectives at youths. Oversight breached, restraints reapplied. Yet phantoms loomed. Anomalies escalated. Swiped deliveries. Tyler's drone disrupted a loft. A curbside can evaporated. A dingy blue wagon idled beyond the portals, culminating in a nameless HOA dispatch alleging my clandestine commerce, fabricating fleet traffic, distorting my virtual ops. Tyler plumbed the net, pinned the missive to shadowy boards where Brandon's pseudonym touted disruptors and vendettas. Feeds nabbed a nocturnal silhouette affixing a locator to my vehicle that lifted, receptacle a ploy. Isabella snarled. Egos like hers don't vanish. They mutate to sabotage. We rigged a snare. Sham HOA probe response to the ghost address. Linda nibbled, slinking forth camera poised. Plainclothes surged. Arrested for pursuit, plotting. Bewilderment etched her the genius, scheme boomeranged. Brandon folded under proof, fingering her as architect. Oversight nullified. Grave offenses amassed. Confinement beckoned both. Brookside ignites fury. Linda villain or casualty of overzealous, woke justice? Does the setup shield the privileged, or did I weaponize race? I recaptured my retreat, fortified Tyler pondering digital defense studies, Chris sculpting marvels. Yet serenity? It's battled, not bestowed. Facing a Linda? Arm up. Chronicle. Unveil. Conquer. For in U.S. excerpts, fairness remains contested turf. Whose barrier crumbles next?